Hello everybody, it's Suffolk Blue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to Minecraft. Hello, it's Kinama's in the bay. Say hello, Kinama.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good, man. It's good to have you here. Thank you very much for coming along.
You got a nice looking base here.
Just temporary for now. We're just sort of in between homes, without the cardboard boxes, but we're sort of in between homes, really.
You got a lot going on in these little stone hallways.
Yeah, I'm not as cramped as Digi's. I don't know if you've seen Digi's, but Digi's is like in a stairwell. I mean, it's
Yes.
it's how on earth he's not gone completely bonkers. I don't know.
And there's RBW,
Hey, let's say hey, RBD.
your neighbor.
Yeah, he's not so far up now. That's right. Abby, just recording. Just so he knows. Bless him. Right. I need Kinema's. Oh, we've got Skelebones already out here. I need Kinema's help, which is why Kinema's here today. Because there's one. Come here. Boom. Go away. One thing I've never done before is turtles.
And I've done them a couple times.
How come I've just got Monster Hunt? Oh, I suppose because I just made the Diamond Sword. Very strange. Just got the Monster Hunter achievement. So, in there's the temporary base, Kinema. Yeah, yeah. So this wall here, all you can see in front of you, all this big sheer wall is going to be the face of the goddess. I'm going to have all made out of crag and moss stone. It'll be a proper face on there with water pouring out of the mouth and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice.
All makes sense. If we fly up...
Yeah, you've done some work.
Yeah, I have flattened all of this, so that it's all at least one height to start with. But what we need to do, because what my brain is saying is that we're going to turn this into a secret hidden base within a mountain. So I need to now dig down from this height to 64.
Okay.
And I started doing it, as you can see. And to be honest, it was probably the most boring experience of my life to date, bar none. But when we
Yeah, it's quite a bit of mining you've already done here. So
it's a lot, but it's dull. And hopefully, the thing that I have in my hand, this turtle thing, is you also reckon can make this easier for me?
it can at least automate it a little bit. So they're pretty easy to use. I mean, for what you want to do, it's really only a couple of commands. Uh, there's not a good way to like stop it without a lot of extra programming. So I probably wouldn't put as much fuel in it. You made the advanced one. I can see by it being gold and shiny.
Hmm.
So you want to basically, I can show you how much fuel to put in it, and you can kind of get an idea from there.
So the
So
amount of fuel that we put in it will determine what, how far it goes down, or
each block it moves, it uses up one fuel. The advanced one that you made actually holds I think 100,000 fuel. And I have like the regular ones, which is now in my hand. This one holds 20,000. So I didn't know that at the time, or I would have made the advanced one. So I'm kind of glad you went ahead and made that one, because you'll be able to use that in the mining world to go AFK and mine out a whole bunch of materials too. Or you may get them all from this mountain, depending on how much you mine.
okay.
So the basically, where do you want to start with this thing?
I have no idea. What happens if it goes like drops down like a channel or a tunnel?
Okay, it basically goes and it does layer by layer. Drops doesn't matter. Water, lava doesn't matter. It goes right through it. So it's pretty nice, especially, and it can mine everything pretty much instantly. So if you want to farm up a bunch of obsidian, you can kind of, put that over a lava pool with water pouring on it, and it will
Just
mine
keep
it up.
going.
So
Wow. Okay,
yep,
that's cool. So
doesn't
this doesn't matter. So it won't burn up in lava. It won't do any of that.
right.
So if I wanted to go, because I want to mine out quite a large area, is it best to do it in squares or?
I would probably do it in squares just for the fact that these things, once you place it down, you'll see it kind of gives you like an interface, basically kind of
Okay.
like a old school DOS command, where you have to type in all the different programs. Now, even though I know how to kind of use it, I'm not too familiar with a lot of the different language of the little mining turtle, but it is pretty basic as far as you really only need to use 2 commands: one to refuel it, and 2 to start it. So,
So do I need to go and get some coal and stuff as well then?
or I can just give you some. I brought some over.
Oh, cool. Thanks, man. I have got loads of coal downstairs, so feel free to help
Yeah.
yourself. Um, so what? Just lay it on the floor anywhere?
I would. Okay, and do you have a chest?
On me? No, I can get one.
Here. Give you a nice fancy one. There you go.
Fancy pants chest. Thank you very much.
Okay, so really, if you want all of this, you can kind of, if you want to start. Oh, this chest plate moves. If you want to start back here, you can. Or where do you want to?
Well, I don't want to go to the edge of the mountain, so the mountain's edge has to be retained. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So
Okay.
it can't go to the edge. What about if we do a square behind the one I've started?
That's fine.
Because I'll do this. I'll do the edges by hand probably, so that way I can start carving them how I want them to be.
Okay, so I would place it down facing that kind of the way I'm facing.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
any way that you want to start it.
Right click it.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, so the front of it is actually facing this way. Actually, did you make a second diamond pickaxe?
No, I can go and do that too.
Okay. And that diamond chest, when you get back, I can show you where to place it too.
Okay. Oh man, this hover. Turn off.
Oh yeah, the hover. You can hold down shift and it can drop.
Yeah, I have
Somewhat
done.
fast.
I've rescheduled all the buttons on the GUI so I can now actually turn it off. So just turn the hover off and then just drop like a stone, and then turn it back on again really quickly before I hit the floor. I need some more twigs.
The hover is nice, but it does kind of get annoying with when you're trying to move
Yeah, it
move
does.
around pretty quick.
It really does. Get on the move. But it's good when you're trying to use it as a platform to shoot things.
Yep.
That's pretty nice. Right, so I've got a diamond pickaxe. Do I need a spade as well, or just a pickaxe?
Nope, just the pickaxe.
Let me get some coal while I'm down here as well, because I've got loads of stuff down here. Will coke burn in there, or just coal?
I'm pretty sure the coke will also lava. So if you get that lava fabricator up and running, you can use it as well. But for mine, I use tons of coal, and then actually I use the. You're familiar with the auto smelting, right?
Yeah.
I think put that on a lumber axe. If you make a lumber axe, and just plant a bunch of like the big redwood trees, and you'll just have like thousands of charcoal. You can use that too.
Okay, cool.
So place the chest anywhere behind it.
Facing anyway, like that?
Yep, that's fine. Okay, so now when it mines out, it's going to start here and kind of go in a diameter square
Right.
path. And once it fills up, if you click on it, you'll see a little inventory. And that will then, once that inventory fills up, it will actually come back and empty itself in that chest that you put right behind it.
Okay.
So the what you want to do is you see the little red square in that silver UI. If not, it's the top left
Oh,
one.
I see it. Yeah.
Okay. So you'll want to put, and I don't know, did I hit the E or is that you? I don't know if I see you typing in it or not. So you put the little pickaxe in there. Oop, let me get out of it. Then you just basically do equip,
Equip.
space, and it kind of fills in some of the words. You have to do, I think, space 1, space left, or it's space left and 1. If you get it wrong, it should tell you. You do equipped, then the slot, then the location, kind of.
Like that?
Um,
Equip space 1.
do space left. I think you have to have left or right in there as well.
Oh, okay. So equip space left 1.
Try that.
Left 1 with a space, or just left 1?
With a space.
Like that. Equip left 1.
And then hit enter.
Use-
Okay. Okay, I was backwards. So then you see equip, then it says slot, then side.
Okay, so
So
equip.
you want to do equip 1, and space left.
Done.
Okay, so now you'll see the little pickaxe on the side of it.
Yeah, we've got to sleep off this night.
What level? Where did I? Here, let me get the good old sleeping bag. It should not fail me.
Should be alright here. Quickly!
There we
Ooh.
go. Oh. Okay. So now that you now that you have it equipped,
Yep.
You will want to go ahead and put some of the fuel. Now, the more fuel you'll put, now if you max or if you put a bunch, like let's say the regular one I have, it holds up to 20,000 fuel. That's enough to go to bedrocks. You don't want it to go that far, so I'd probably only start out with like a one or two stacks. It really depends on how big of an area you're going to do.
And they just go in the items in the inventory the same as where the thingy bob is.
Yes, where the pickaxe.
Yep. So I'll put a couple of stacks in. There we go.
Okay, so now basically type refuel.
Refuel.
Space.
Yep.
And then all. Yep.
All.
And then enter.
Yep.
Okay, so now you see it has the 10,000 fuel. Now you can put 10 times more than that because this thing will hold up to 100,000.
Okay.
But you can keep it at that. Now the other thing, if you hit E and then X, you'll see excavate.
Excavate. Yep.
Yep. Go ahead and finish typing that out.
Excavate.
And then space, and then you just do any type of diameter. So, like for starters, you could just do, just do 25.
Excavate 25.
Actually, let's we'll keep it small. We can do like 15.
15.
Yep. And enter.
Excavating. Oh yeah.
So those are the only two commands you need to know: is refuel all, which is how you get the fuel into it, and excavate, and it will just go in a square. So since we started it up here, it's not going to mine anything because it's on this level. But once it gets, to the about 15 by 15 or the 15 little area, it'll drop down and start mining.
Oh right, so it will just carry on going all on its toss. But what about so what happens when the chest gets full and does it just stop?
So that's why I actually put a diamond chest here.
Oh right.
Is once that inventory fills up, it will come back here, drop out all the stuff it's mined, all the stone, the coal, what is that all over here? What is this? Some cobblestone, all of this. It will unload into this chest, and then once this gets filled up, then it will just have no place to put it, and it will stop. Now, I will tell you that our server is set to reset every 6 hours. When it does restart, that little guy stops moving, even with junk loaders. So more than likely, these chests are not going to get filled up by the time the server stops. So at least I haven't had one. I'm actually pumping it into. I put an ender chest here instead for mine.
Because you've got an inventory system, haven't you?
Yes.
So it just pumps all the items straight into that system.
Yep.
That's so efficient.
So we could have went ahead and dropped down one. That way it's not just mining air at the moment. But there it goes.
Hey! Okay. Look at him go. Will that axe run out? Does the axe run out of durability that he's got?
Nope. The axe is on it permanently now. I think you can unequip it using the same. You can start typing in unequip. But the yeah. And if you click on it, if you get close enough to click, you should be able to see the items. You may have to wait until it actually is stopped.
No, I can see it. Here it is.
Okay. You can see the items it's already picked up. So as long as these chunks are loaded, it's going to continue to mine. And yeah, I mean, it's not the fastest thing, but considering you don't have to do the work,
I haven't got to do anything. It's great.
You can just let it sit here. You can go off, start building some of the other advanced, very, very hard machines that we have in this pack. You can do anything else. As long as you're here and these chunks are loaded, it will, kind of do its thing and mine out what you want.
So, but there's no way to limit to what level it goes to, as in what Y level. It just keeps going down and down.
Not without it more advanced programming. That's why I would probably limit the fuel it has. I wish. I don't know. I could try to look that up too, but it does take quite a bit of more advanced programming to tell it exactly where to mine. But this, for the most part, kind of I just usually let it go, and you can kind of take the area calculate how many moves it will take between here and down to level 64 and adjust your fuel to that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's quite complex. That's a complex mathematical equation for my brain to do.
it is. That's why I kind of just let it do its thing. And
So as it's going down though, once it gets like to a lower level, so say it gets like 7 layers down or whatever, and it needs to come back to this box to empty. Does it come back? How is it going to get back up here to do that?
it will move. It's got all this pathing kind of programmed in. So once it gets done with our full inventory, or it does get down to 7 blocks, it will just path back up wherever it is. It'll stop what it's doing, come back up to this spot wherever you put the wherever you set them down originally.
Yeah.
And then look for an inventory beside it. That's why you put the chest behind it, and it will just drop everything back off for you.
Cool. And then when I want to move it, I suppose I can just knock it with a pickaxe to destroy it, or do I need something like special, like an industry craft tool or something?
You can just go over there, hit it with a pickaxe. It'll destroy it, or it will pick it up. I should say, destroy it. It's definitely the wrong word.
Don't want to destroy it.
It's not the industrial craft machines that break and you have to. But yeah, you just hit it with a pickaxe. It will pop up. If it's still going and it has items in its inventory, you'll then kind of pop out like when you break a chest. So then you'll have to have room in your inventory to pick that up. But it's a nice little device. It's the crafting. I know you already had it crafted before recording, but the crafting is pretty simple.
Yeah, just show the peeps that. So what I made, we had to make. Obviously, you can see the diamond axe, shovel, pickaxe, and sword. That's easy peasy. The reinforced wheels is a little bit more complex because you have to make reinforced metal, which is really just a hardened mesh and refined hardener, which is really just obsidian and diamonds together. So it's a little bit hard on the diamonds, but I've got loads of diamonds from the nether, so that wasn't a big problem. Gold and the intricate circuit boards in the carpenter down below, ever so simple, just that and that, gold and redstone, nothing complex there. The golden chipset, again, is just a block of gold and some redstone in the assembly table with 400,000 worth of energy on the lasers. And then the most difficult part of all, I suppose, is the overclock upgrade which you need for this, which requires coolant cells, which you have to make a new machine for, which was the fluids and solid transfuser thing from Industry Craft. But that's actually the easy machine to make from that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. And you can actually, when you made that, you probably got 2 of those upgrades. And those upgrades will actually speed up like your metal former and your any of your IC2 tools or machines very fast. Like I have, and you can stack them too. I think I have like 14 overclocker upgrades. So my metal former is almost instant. Like I can throw a stack in there and I get like all this stuff. I have issues supplying it power than as fast as it will go.
Yeah, so, power, because you've got wind turbines at yours, haven't you?
Yes.
Let's head over to your base. I've not seen your base, but let's go over to yours and have a look, because I've not been over there yet. It'd be nice to go and have a little peek. We'll leave the turtle doing its thing, although I suppose as soon as we leave here it will stop, because the chunk will unload.
Yeah, it probably will, but and then you can always drop down and then restart it and stuff. It's the one thing I have noticed is when you break it, the fuel level doesn't seem to remain at that. So you kind of have to, you almost lose some of that. But the using coal or like the infinite amount of charcoal that I have, let me follow you actually.
Just go through the portal. So I go back, I don't use a book, I just go back through the portal.
Okay, there it is.
I don't use a book.
And I'm right here. At the time we didn't have signs, so I had a skull in my inventory, so I placed it there. Now everyone else says they lag pretty bad. I really don't get that much lag, so I'm sorry if you do.
There's no lag here. It's clear.
Okay, so this is the kind of the start of my base. Some of these buildings are a little empty. I started. This was my original building my inventory system, but I kind of outgrew the building. So,
oh, that's marble, is it? I always wonder what that stone was. It's very pretty.
Yeah, it turns out I kind of like it now. I don't know if you're using like a different texture pack.
I'm using the original. Just the original.
Okay. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad. I'm using a little bit of a fancy one. So, and then over here, I always, even though I put it in a door, I usually fly to the roof. So those are player pressure plates.
Yep.
So mobs can't jump on them and hop on them. So I have most of my stuff here, just around this column.
Ah, you did use Ender IO for your inventory, did you?
I did. This inventory panel is actually pretty cool. You should be able to click on it, and then you can kind of search. I was actually trying to get some rubber out of my inventory system,
Ah,
but if you
yeah.
take that out, um, you can kind of see it's all sorts of stuff. And we can go around the back and look at how that's hooked up.
Yeah, it's gonna. Oh shit! I thought that was a X. That's not what I want. RJ, oh, you've got all your machines over this side as well. What have you got here? You've got your extractor, compressor, metal former, magna crucible, transposers. Oh, you got a cyclic assembler.
And this is an interesting trick. I didn't realize it at first, but on your thermal centrifuge,
Hmm.
you can actually power it with a redstone signal, and it keeps your heat up.
Really? So every time I
So,
put uranium in, I haven't got to keep waiting for the 3000.
exactly.
Ah, so just by clicking that switch, we'll keep that on heat all the time.
Mhm. Yep. See, if we turn that
Ah,
off, you should start seeing it drop down. Yep.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So just any old redstone signal, just an old switch.
Yep. That's all that's going into it.
Oh, the man has lasers. Oof.
I want to make stuff fast, so that's my little
Where's
system there.
Do you know, I could for a second there I couldn't see the table, so it was like I thought I looked turned around, I think, don't tell me he's got like the table over here somewhere, and these lasers like shoot down the middle of this thing. I didn't see the
That would
table
be
on top of the
nice.
chest. That would be awesome. So I only thought you could use 4 lasers. I didn't realise you could use multiple lasers.
Nope. Yeah, the more you can actually put it in like a box system all the way around it, and it makes stuff really fast.
Yeah,
But this is
power.
all I decided to fit into this area, so
Power would be a pain in the ass for that though.
it is. Yeah, if you look at my wire, and I got very expensive wiring around back, and then my thermal expansion tools or machines right here, the
See,
sawmill,
I love
the
this. This is like the TARDIS, right? Because you've got this central column which has got all the different things on all on their own side. So this is your thermal expansion industrial craft stuff over here. You've got your thermal expansion stuff, your NDIO stuff. Everything's got its own side.
yep.
Ah,
And then if we go down,
down, going down. Whoa! Man's got storage!
yes, a little bit.
Well, these hold
Now
thousands, don't they?
they do. Each chest is a 2x2, so it holds 4 items. And with the diamond upgrades that I have on several of these, they'll actually hold over close to about 4,100 items per stat or per slot in the chest. So it actually holds quite a bit. I still haven't made enough diamond upgrades for everything. Sometimes I will. I don't know if you're familiar. This is the drawer mod, and then
No.
you can use this controller up here. If you look all the way, let's see if I can jump up here. Well, I had hover on. There's a controller, drawer controller.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
That actually, as long as the drawers are connected to it, it will control that. So you have one input and output for all of these drawers going into that inventory panel.
Ah, so that goes into your inventory system.
And I can actually click on it. Usually I leave it like that, kind of help with frames. You can make a key that actually hides the graphics.
Does that really help with frames?
Some people say it does. I don't know.
God, there's a
But
zombie really close then. Where the hell is that zombie then?
oh, don't shift it down. If you go down one more layer of this elevator block, there's
It's a bad place.
yes. I go down there a lot. I'm actually sitting at quite a bit of hearts. So the yep. So this is my harvester. We can go back up and look at this. The harvester and planter. Uh, we have carpenter. I have some other tools down here, but for the most part, yeah. If we go up, and then we can go up again. It's up to the roof.
Oh yeah.
I started a little Botania up here, and then I had some witchery stuff going on. That's also downstairs. I haven't really got too much into that mod. I use this mainly just because I needed to make a few pieces of leather for Thaumcraft.
Yeah. I
So
haven't started any of that yet, but I'm going to start with Britannia and then work into Thorncraft and then Witch. Well, I might do. I did Thorncraft in my last series, so I'll probably go straight into Witchery.
yeah. So this is my harvesting area. It's actually very large than what I have here. I just decide what I need at the time, and So right now I'm trying to get a bunch of cotton. So instead of have like a wool farm, I just have these plants. Oh, I just
Oh,
happened to.
RJ's on. I didn't see him.
Yep, he. I was growing me some carrots. I got close to 4,000 carrots, so I figured I didn't need any more.
Oh,
um, but yeah, I'm trying to get a bunch of rubber right now for a lot of the tools. Oh, I would not sleep up here.
no, I don't think that's a good idea, is it?
No, it bugs out at this height. If you notice, we're actually at Y like 200.
Oh yeah, we are.
So that's how the windmills actually work, and they generate so much power. Like these three windmills actually outgenerate my four maxed water
Do they
wheels.
really? Because that's going to be interesting. Because I want to put them on top of my mountains at the very, very top, out of the way.
Yeah,
So
they do. They do quite a bit. Um,
just saying to RJ that I can't sleep now.
yeah, but no, that's pretty much the majority parts of the base.
So so those three do more than your four. Is that because you're so high up? Do you get more power the higher you are on those things?
Yes, and right now I'm actually limiting the or because of the whole issue that we were having with the wires.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just went with the redstone
It looks cool.
energy pipes. Well, the problem is these don't transport. This is the hardened flex ducts. They don't transport enough that these things will actually generate. So I'm kind of hurting myself a little bit by using them, but it's fine. I have, I think, close to 40 million in storage. No, actually more than that.
Yeah, I've only got 16 million in mine, but I've only got three capacitors in series with a redstone cube thing.
But yeah, it's going. I used quite a bit of power though, so I need that much storage.
He's got
But
himself
now
a
that's
little beacon as well. Very nice.
yes, and that's why I was planning on putting one at spawn for everybody.
How
Just
how is this water not freezing?
the half slabs up top
Ah,
here.
of course. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So my original intent, instead of actually putting the beacon here, was to fill this entire top part of this building with solar panels
Oh
and
right, yeah.
not use the fans. But those things generate so much power; they make it almost worth it. So at least until I get into some type of auto crafting where I can generate and make like uh, the way the solar panels work in this mod is you actually need to make thousands of the based ones just to kind of make the stronger upgrades.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's definitely you want auto crafting if I'm gonna have to craft like thousands just to make the good ones.
Cool.
So, but
Well,
no,
Kinama, thank you so much for talking to me about turtles and showing me around your base. I'm very pleased to come, and thank you very much for helping me out, man.
oh, not a problem.
How do you get back to yours? Do you go through here as well? Do you just have portals as well?
Hmm.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Ah, superb. Well, we'll see how the little turtle gets on. I'll let you know.
Yeah, you'll have to restart it, but if you hit AFK over there and it should mine out most of that area without you having to do anything.
Cool. Well, everyone, if you haven't checked out Kinema's channel, there's a link in my description. Please go and check out his channel. He's building loads of stuff, as you've just seen, and he's ahead of us all. But very soon, Kinema, we're going to have a dragon fight, I think.
I hope.
It'd be
I'm
awesome.
looking forward to it.
It'd be awesome. Thanks very much for your help, dude.
Not a problem. Thanks again.
See you soon.
See ya.